Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, my name is Dave, and this is one of my YouTube shorts. Now, I know a lot of people don't like watching YouTube shorts, so I'll watch it with you. You hear me talk a lot about Altezza throttle response, and one of the reasons why the throttle isn't as responsive as it could be is because when you step on the accelerator pedal, that's all you can get. The rest is computer controlled. What that means is when you step on the throttle pedal, the computer sees that and then makes a decision whether it's going to give you that power or not. That thinking takes time, and as a result, you get lag between when you push the pedal to when the engine actually revs. Demonstrated here by a friend named Justin. That lag you see there is one of the biggest complaints about the Altezza and why ITBs is such a great modification for this engine. Having said that though, there are products available that will give you more or full control over that stock butterfly. And this is one of them. The Beans Throttle Lock from Xcessive manufacturing. It offers the easiest, lightest, and most affordable way to achieve full throttle with just the throttle cable alone. Nice! It doesn't require any recalibration of the TPS, but due to the elimination of ECU drive-by-wire control, you may need to adjust the idle screw on the throttle body. So we're going to fit this thing to Justin's Altezza and see what it's like.
We're ignoring the instructions and we're going to do it in the car. At least we're going to try. Underneath it's got this little bracket here. If you're careful you can get that out. I just used this little thing and it wasn't that difficult. Fiddly, but not difficult. And there's just 4 of these tiny little bolts. We've got this in here. That just fits in there like that, and hopefully we can just put everything back together with it balancing there in the correct spot. We got it back on. Just got to put those screws back in. So I was able to get that back in fairly easily using this. Again, thank you Finnish Kuma for sending me this. Absolute lifesaver. Didn't have to remove the throttle body at all. It's in, done. And you'll be able to see that when I do this, it now opens the whole damn way. You see that? Yeah, box it back in.
And for the results?
Oh wow.
Sadly, that's all the footage I really have, because it's very difficult to show a difference in throttle response when you don't have a gauge showing you the throttle position and the RPM at the same time. If I had those on a stock car, you could overlay them on top of each other and be able to see it. Here we're trying to go off a video of the person's foot versus the RPM. It's just not accurate. But you can tell from his reaction that the difference is pretty big. After installation, we did experience some hunting. That's where the engine RPM will rise and lower all on its own. But after a while, it sort of just sorted itself out. It's important to remember that this is called a throttle lock. It locks the ECU out from being able to control the throttle body. That has several effects. One of them being that when the engine is under extra load because of the air conditioning switching on, the ECU can no longer raise the RPM by adjusting the throttle body. And that's the only way it can do it. That's why the instructions say you may need to adjust the idle screw. Raise the idle up so when the engine's under extra load, the RPM doesn't drop to the point where the engine stalls. But that means your idle is going to be higher than stock all the time. And for a street car, for me personally, no way. I don't like that. For a race car, yeah, no problem. So I don't really know how I feel about it, honestly. It's absolutely going to give you more throttle response, but for me personally, I think the trade-off is not worth it. I'd personally prefer to have the premium Japan throttle kit, but the money, geez, that's expensive. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. This one's only 20 bucks. Yeah. Dunno. I just went ITBs. I almost ended the video there, but it got me thinking about a Facebook post that I saw today. If you had a Link ECU, would you use one of these or the premium kit? I honestly think that if I had the Link ECU first, I wouldn't use either of these. I'd put a better throttle body on it and be done with it. But even still, you're not going to get as good throttle response as you would if you went ITBs. So despite what you might think from watching all my videos, I don't regret going ITBs at all.